After 2 dry sessions on Friday, the heavens opened on Saturday morning and the traditional Spa rain began falling on the circuit ahead of the final practice hour of the weekend. Race day is expected to be dry, but with qualifying likely to be run in the wet, all drivers headed out on track to get a taste of the circuit in these conditions ahead of the fight for pole. And we're soon told it might get even worse.
Okay, then also confirm we have a big chunk of rain coming in 5 to 10 minutes.
Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri and Yuki Tsunoda all found out how slippery the track was by running wide in the early sighter laps, but it was Lance Stroll who really fell foul of the wet conditions. The Canadian powered through Eau Rouge, up the right-hander at Raidillon before he spun at the top of the hill and hit the wall on the left-hand side. With his left front wheel hanging off, Stroll pulled to a halt as race control threw the red flag. The marshals had the stricken Aston cleared within 10 minutes and the track was declared open once again. But with the rain intensifying, the drivers opted to keep their powder dry and stayed in their garages. Then, with just under 25 minutes left in the session and the rain still hammering down, the red flags were out again with the track deemed too wet for any running. The medical car was sent out to assess the conditions as the hardy competitors on the karting circuit continued their racing.
The driver on his inside there was just throwing a nose, trying to unsettle the driver on the outside, looked over his shoulder, panicked, got off onto the wetter part, lost grip.
Sometimes it's just not your day. With just 2 minutes left on the clock, the circuit was opened again to allow drivers to practice wet starts. Carlos Sainz led a gaggle of 8 cars out on track and soon found out exactly how wet it was when he ran deep into the gravel trap, just avoiding the barriers. So Verstappen ended the rain-interrupted session top, followed by Piastri, Pierre Gasly, Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon. Charles Leclerc was P6, Stroll 7th and Valtteri Bottas 8th. Hamilton and Perez completed the top 10. Alex Albon was 11th for Williams, then it was Hülkenberg, Alonso, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu, followed by Logan Sargent with George Russell and Kevin Magnussen, Carlos Sainz failing to set a time.